I found a wallet with $4,600 in cash. I returned it. The owner gave me $20 as a thank you. I took it and left. A week later, I got a call from an attorney. The wallet was a test. The $20 was the wrong answer. And now I'm inheriting something I can't believe. I found a wallet in a grocery store parking lot on a Thursday afternoon. Thick leather, heavy. I opened it to look for identification. Inside was a state ID and exactly $4,600 in $100 bills. No credit cards, no business cards, no photos, just cash and a name with an address. The address was 10 minutes from the store. I drove there. An elderly man opened the door, late 70s, thin. He didn't look surprised to see a stranger holding his wallet. He looked like he had been waiting. I handed it to him. Found this in the parking lot at a grocery store. Everything should be in there. He took a wallet. He counted the bills, one by one, with the careful precision of someone who already knew exactly how much was inside. He nodded. Then he pulled out a single $20 bill and held it out. For your trouble. I took it. You're welcome. Have a good day. Drove home. 90 seconds. I didn't think about it again. 1 week later, an attorney called. The old man had passed away from terminal cancer 3 days prior. I had been named in his will. I had met this person for 90 seconds. Didn't know his profession, his finances, or that he was dying. The attorney explained all three. The old man was a retired clinical psychologist. 40 years studying human behavior, moral reasoning, and decision-making under financial pressure. $2.3 million estate. No surviving family, no children, no siblings, no spouse. Instead of donating to a foundation, he spent his final 2 years conducting one last experiment. He deliberately lost that wallet 22 times. 22 different locations. Same wallet, same ID, same $4,600 in cash. Replace the money each time. Then he observed. The attorney read me the results from a handwritten ledger documented with clinical rigor. 9 wallets were never returned. Finders kept everything. The old man's notes. No contact, presumed theft. 6 were returned with money missing. Finders claimed they found the wallet just like this. The old man counted every time. He always knew. 4 were returned fully intact, but the finders either refused the $20 with visible performative reluctance designed to signal moral superiority, or explicitly requested a larger reward. One suggested 10% as standard etiquette. Another refused the $20, then mentioned twice that they were not the kind of person who needs a reward, which, as the old man noted in his ledger, is a statement that functions as its own reward. 3 wallets out of 22 were returned completely intact by people who accepted the $20 without complaint, without negotiation, and without narrative performance. They said thank you, or you're welcome, and they left. I was one of the 3. The old man's will contained his written explanation. The people who kept the wallet showed me who they are under zero accountability. They require no further analysis. The people who returned it with missing cash showed me that guilt is not the same as integrity. They wanted credit for a partial act. The people who refused the reward were performing. They needed me to see them being honest. That is not honesty. That is an audition. The people who demanded more were transactional. Their morality has a price. It simply hadn't been met yet. The 3 people who took the $20 and said you're welcome are the ones I trust. They did the right thing. They accepted a reasonable, proportional acknowledgments, and they did not need the moment to be a story about themselves. They were normal, and normal, in my 40 years of studying human behavior, is the rarest thing I have ever observed. He split his $2.3 million estate equally among the 3 of us, $766,000 each. I inherited $750,000 from the man I spoke to for 90 seconds because I returned a wallet, took a 20, and went home.